everybody. Just a quick word today, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about pricing services and pricing them competitively and why it's a mistake to price them overprice, overcharge, or an undercharge. A lot of inexperienced entrepreneurs tend to do one or the other, and I kind of want to address that real quick. So obviously in our course we give prices that we've already determined the market prices, but let's talk about it. For example, you'll see, like, if you look in Facebook Marketplace, you'll see somebody selling, some junk pretty much near the price that you could pay brand new, and that's a flawed concept, and it's usually just they don't understand. They think, well, it's worth this. I paid this much for it, so it's worth this. And it's really not. Really, I mean, used stuff is worth about half of what new stuff is, but they'll sell it so close to the new price that it won't even sell, because somebody would just pay a couple bucks more and get brand new with the return policy. The opposite is also true. Trying to undercut, it's not a sustainable market idea to undercut. If that's your only competitive advantage, is that you're going to undercut everybody, you're going to run the risk of coming across as cheapo. Cheap service. Red flags are going to go off.
Yeah, so the two schools of thought are: you see an overpriced product, not knowing if it's, the value of it, and you're too nervous because you don't know, so you don't want to jump in financially, too high of a price. But then on the other side of it is that you see something, not knowing the quality, and it's really inexpensive, and you're thinking that's probably junk.
There's something wrong with it, right? Yeah. So if you're looking through an ad for, like, say, a Porsche, and you know that they go for a certain amount of money, and you see one for sale for $1,000, you immediately think, well, there's got to be something broke on it, or it's a scam. It's like clickbait, right? So that is the danger in that. Now, with your services, obviously, if you want to be competitive, you should, number one, you should just charge what the market price is, and your advantage should be the service and the quality that you offer, not trying to just step under other people. And I know that you are going to, unfortunately, get, for example, part of our business is notary services. It's a good part of our business. It's actually in our business name. But people will have this misconception, and it is a misconception, that I can go to the bank and get it for free, so I shouldn't really have to pay you much of anything. And no, you really aren't getting it for free at the bank. You are going to the bank. You are inconveniencing yourself by going all the way to the bank and waiting in line, and then hopefully their notary will actually do your documents. Now, we know our market. We know the market analysis, and we know a lot of times the bank isn't even going to do those documents because they're too, I guess they would be too sensitive, or there's too much legal liability for them. So we know that. So we, of course, try to tell people that, try to relate that to them, and a lot of times they end up figuring that out for themselves. But we still stand firm on our price. This is our price because you get the convenience and the efficiency at which we're going to sit down and look over your documents with you. It's going to be very warm and welcoming, and so you are paying for that the same way that you would go to a restaurant. We all can make a steak. I can grill a steak at home, and it's going to be cheaper than if I go to Texas Roadhouse. But it ain't going to be as good as Texas Roadhouse. I'm paying Texas Roadhouse to serve me and to make it good and to do it a certain way, and it's the same concept, right? This experience. So it's the same concept with this, and it's worth mentioning that the people that will say heckle over prices, they're probably really just not your market. They're not your people. Tim Ferriss always talks about the 80-20. 80% of the people will be 20% of your revenue, and this, that principle is applicable to a lot of things, even customers. You could have customers that are 80% of your problem and only 20% of the revenue. And so you're probably better off just accepting that you don't really need their business. You want the others, the ones that appreciate the quality that you deliver to the marketplace.
So the moral of the story is stand firm on your price, because you should know your worth. Pro bono work is great. We do it all the time. Everybody at church, we never charge anybody at church. That's our pro bono work. Or if we feel moved to do that with any other customers. And, the market is going up. Everything's going up. Gas prices, your travel, your time. So don't be afraid to raise those prices a little bit if you have to.
Right. And no, but don't be a stickler on them either. Don't be like, I charge this, what attorneys charge because I feel like I should get that. You're going to price yourself out of business as well. All right. That's it for today, guys. God bless. We'll talk soon.